Hey there Internet, and welcome to another episode of Where's Your Bookmark. Today I am thrilled to be sharing my thoughts on Elizabeth Eulberg's newest novel, Better Off Friends, which is actually coming to stores February 2014. This is a fantastic contemporary retelling modern twist on an age-old question. Can guys and girls ever really be just friends, or does romance always get in the way? Levi and McClellan have been best friends almost since the day he moved to Wisconsin in 7th grade. They don't always have a whole lot in common on the surface. He is an athlete. He wants to be one of the guys. He has this plan for what he thinks he wants. And then there's McClellan, who isn't always fitting into that plan. She likes to bake, she has an interesting home life, she is not really a girly girl, but they bond over a British TV show, and the rest is history. Of course, them being just friends doesn't come without its challenges, because of course, no one believes that they can just be friends. Over the course of 5 years, readers get to see how their friendship is tried and tested over and over again, how Levi has his girlfriends and McClellan has boyfriends, and how these feelings about each other and about their lives are constantly at odds and building up into that final question. Is there something between them, or are they better off friends? Elizabeth Eulberg does something so fantastic here in setting the book in her home state of Wisconsin. There's something to be said about the Midwest sensibility, and while I'm from Illinois, actually half of my family lives in Wisconsin in the Milwaukee area, so I was able to pick up on a ton of the Wisconsinisms in this book. On page 5, for example, someone brings up where the bubbler is. Now, I've always known this means a drinking fountain or a water fountain, but that's something that is very particular to Wisconsin. I didn't even mind the jabs at the Chicago Bears because Eulberg is a diehard Packers fan and I'm used to it. But there's something of just about not being in Chicago, but being in the Midwest. The way of life here is so wonderfully captured in these pages, and how the people are, and how we don't mind the cold, or if we don't mind it, we're at least used to it. And the story itself was just so completely sweet. Chapters alternate between Levi and McClellan's points of view, so you get to see both sides of their relationship. And one part that I thought was particularly great in this narrative is that there's actual conversations between the two of them in the book. You can kind of see how that works here. Each character has their own font, so you get to see them have a little bit of dialogue as they're explaining their history and how they come to be where they are. This story is sweet. It is, I think, Elizabeth Eulberg's best book, which for me is really saying something because I've adored all of her works so far, but this one really just hit it out to the park for me. There were so many feels. I have a genuine crush on this book, not just Levi, who is a great guy, but on this book. There are characters who are flawed and they make wrong decisions and things get messy and tense, and it reminded me perfectly of some of my friendships with guys that I've had when I was in high school and since, where sometimes I really do believe guys and girls can be friends, but of course in this case you're hoping that it doesn't quite end up that way. Thank you to Scholastic for providing Liza Wiemer's novel Luncheon with ARCs for all of us who attended. I am so grateful to have gotten to read this book early, and I cannot wait to be sharing this with my friends and family and students in the years and months to come. All of my usual links are down below. Comments are always welcome, and that's it from me for now. Take care. Bye!